Welcome to RomWills Money Matters. Keep your eyes open for opportunities for your business. Keep your eyes open for your business. Now for business opportunities, this video is assuming you already have that business. You want it to grow. I'll use myself for an example. You notice I always use myself, but I want to always give you practical examples. When I first started on YouTube, this was my only social media channel. But then I saw other opportunities. I say, hey, I can have more than one channel. And I was up to 4 channels. I had a ladies channel, and only reason I'm not doing anything there, I had more men commenting. Indeed, men were commenting to the point they thought it was a men's channel. I was like, hold up, it says hello ladies. But that was an opportunity I saw. And I'm still thinking about ways to bring that back. I have some ideas. But even beyond YouTube, I remember when we had the ad apocalypse back in March 2017. I remember that because I was about to leave a full-time job I was on, but we had that ad apocalypse. I was like, oh, wait a minute, I can't leave right away. So one of the things I did, other than just stay on the job I was on for a few more months, I looked at other ways. I have several channels I can make money on. Patreon, okay, boom, a lot of people doing that, but also Vimeo. I have a couple money-making opportunities, money-making streams on Vimeo. And then I had some more. Unfortunately, they're not in business anymore. Well, one's not in business, the other one, I just kind of pulled away from that one, but it was there for a while. I was making a little bit of money there. Those were opportunities. One of the things that you want to do, regardless of what business you're in, look for ways that you can expand it. Even if say you have a brick and mortar business, you're doing well. Look for someplace else that you can go to, maybe start another store. Now, one thing I would say about that is only start another store like maybe in another mall or another area after you've done your due diligence. You walk through that area, or you did something to figure out, okay, yeah, you got the people who are going to purchase your stuff. And it could be whatever. You go through that neighborhood, or you read some stuff, or you pay some money for some documents or for some reports telling you who's in this area. Okay, that can be another opportunity. Regardless of what it is. It was like, oh, what else can I do? You could be somebody who's an event planner. You might plan events in other cities. There might be opportunities there. Whatever the case, I'm just throwing out something. But you always want to keep your eyes open for your business. One of the things that's important for any business is expansion. You want to make more money. You might only make so much money being where you're at. You might make so much money in that particular spot. Okay, you good there. It was like, oh, okay, that's when you expand. I had said it before, what a minister had said about business expansion. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. But you still want to be moving forward. You might think, oh, okay, you could have a mobile detailing van. Okay, you're doing very well. 2 vans, that's an expansion. Or maybe expanding to a shop, finding it. Near me are 2 detailing shops that are connected with these 2 independent-owned gas stations. And ironically, they're within good walking distance of each other. But I was like, oh, okay. You could have something like that. You could have a business selling cupcakes. But an opportunity might come to sell actual cakes, actual pies or something. Cherry pie. I always laugh when I say that. Rom loves cherry pie. But you can expand it. You might decide whether you're doing an online shipping business or something like that. It was like, oh, let me expand the type of stuff that I sold. I was at a mall store, one of the few that's in the local mall that has everything from jewelry to a lot of t-shirts. I'm not gonna call their name, they're not paying me to advertise for them. But I was looking at what they had, that's an expansion. Or when I go to my local comic book store, one of the things they expanded because the store next door to them went out of business. So they got the space and then they knocked out the wall and they expanded. So they expanded from a store that just had comic books to had a whole bunch of toys. That's an expansion. Oh, that was an opportunity right there. That was a great opportunity that they took. And I mean, they selling everything from toys to DVDs. And my youngest son who collects DVDs, he loves that. We always have to check out that store. He's big on that. Like I said, he might start a business just with DVDs. And don't look at it like, oh, people ain't getting DVDs anymore. People say that about vinyl records. I know a couple places that sell old school vinyl records. That's becoming big again. But that's an opportunity too. You might notice that something is coming back into style and you're just saying, hey, I'm going to sell it. Bookstores, I'm big on bookstores. And I've said before, one of my visions is when I'm old in my 90s, still having a bookstore. Still having a bookstore where I'm dispensing wisdom. But one of the things, and I saw this years ago because I remember like talking about bookstores. I remember bookstores had really went out of vogue. They really went out of vogue with so much with ebooks and books being sold online. They coming back hard. They are coming back hard. Independent stores and major bookstores, they are coming back hard. But that's an opportunity. Somebody saw an opportunity. Boom. Always keep your eyes open. Whatever business you're in, look for opportunities to take it further, to expand it, to add products to it. Always keep your eyes open. Just your eyes open. You don't have to, and it doesn't have to be a case where you're directly looking for something. You just keep your eyes open. You might notice that you might have a business, say you have a brick and mortar and you're doing good customer service. You selling, let me say the cupcakes again. Let me use that example. But you have a great customer service where you talking to the customers and they'll say, hey, I really like pies. If I'm coming in there, cherry pie. Anyway, it's an inside joke was between me and somebody who watches this. But so they say, oh, let's get some pies. Let's add something. You want to always think about that. What can you add? What can you add to it? And I've seen plenty of stores do that. They'll start adding some stuff. They'll say, well, people buying this. I'm adding this. I've known some vendors who've done that. So you want to really keep your eyes open, whatever for your business, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. Y'all know the deal. Well, y'all have a great weekend until Sunday. So let's go make that money. Hold on real quick. I was going to say, let's go mix that money. Let's go play with that money. Nah, let's go make that money. Peace, y'all.